everybody. We are here again today to talk about all neat stuff for growth ventures. I am John Paul Maines over here at Click Laboratory, and we've got Ted Jones with us today again to talk about one of our favorite subjects, NFTs, and why you should be using them, why you should be thinking about your business growth. And we had some interesting updates today, including saw something from Sammy Hagar. What in the world does Sammy Hagar have to do with NFTs?
Right.
So, yeah, crazy stuff.
Yeah. And, I always like to talk about NFTs and, as usual, the hype that was with it kind of last year. I think this year people are just really using it from a technological perspective. And I know on our show, we've talked about Starbucks, and their loyalty program and how they're using NFTs to reward their existing loyalty members.
Right. But it's working. People, from what you've told me, it's working. People are signing up for this stuff. And I don't see much on the NFTs, but there clearly is an audience out there for this.
Oh, yeah. And, just to talk real quick about Starbucks, their loyalty program is called Odyssey, Starbucks Odyssey.
Odyssey?
And actually right now, they launched it yesterday, and they have a 48-hour window that we're in right now where they're actually in an open edition phase of one of their loyalty launches.
A 48-hour window. You've got to be paying attention, in other words.
Yeah. And they're good with communicating to their members. They manage a community. They're telling them of upcoming things, and they obviously want to reward their most loyal customers.
Right. Absolutely.
But in this case, loyalty versus buying an NFT, right? So, like I mentioned, we're in this 48-hour window, and they're right now selling an NFT for $25 a piece, and this specific NFT is more part of that gamification process they have, where you're still trying to complete these stamps that you get that ultimately are going to
stamps in person or something.
No, NFT stamps, like they call them stamps, right? Like, I think the more you gear away from the NFT term and start calling it something a little bit different, I think
a little more friendly. Stamps more friendly than
right, and it's more adoptable, right? People like Reddit, Reddit, they hated NFTs, but they love digital collectibles.
Right.
Okay, whatever, same thing. Potato. But just in the 24 hours that this has launched, they've already sold about 5,500 of these, and they still got another 24 hours to go.
That's over $130,000 in just a day.
Yeah.
Who gets that money? Is that going straight back to Starbucks? I mean, if I'm selling an NFT, where does that money go?
I'm guessing, I know they probably have an agency partner that they help. Probably helps them manage this. It probably goes through, and, obviously the art that went into it, the design.
Gotcha. So you're buying art into this loyalty program, and Starbucks is getting more loyalty out of you, and those people feel like, hey, yeah, they love me. I bought something neat from Starbucks.
Yeah. and then kind of transitioning, you mentioned Sammy Hagar, so Sammy Hagar, if you're a fan of Van Halen and know Sammy Hagar.
Huge fan. We both of us were 80s guys, so exactly the same. Van Halen, but still, NFTs and Sammy Hagar.
Well, he's partnered with Guy Fieri, that chef
guy.
With the super platinum blonde hair, spiky. But they have a tequila brand. Actually, it's called Santo, and so they actually have partnered, and they're launching an NFT loyalty program through this tequila brand.
Okay, well, what would I be buying in that case?
Well, in this case, you don't have to buy anything. Oh. In this case, they're just saying, hey, sign up for our loyalty program, and we're going to give you an NFT.
Okay.
And what they're saying is, similar to Starbucks, where you've got this kind of this creative design in the NFT. Santos, the tequila company,
Yeah.
they don't really tell you what the NFT is. They don't really show
Okay.
you what the art's going to look like. But what they're saying is it's going to be random, and with that randomness, you may get different benefits. So
You're
basically,
buying into exclusivity. You're getting a special ticket to something that you don't necessarily know what is.
yeah,
But
and they do outline some of the things on the website. And when
like
you say
what?
buying in, you don't have to buy. This is
Okay.
just signing
Fair
up for their loyalty program, right?
Yeah.
You're just trading your email address
Right.
for, this NFT,
T. Right.
right? And so now this NFT, you being the owner, you could randomly get I think one of the things they said in there was a virtual tequila taste test with Sammy Hagar.
Oh,
Uh,
wow. So you can
yeah,
sit and have Zoom call with Sammy Hagar doing this virtual taste, doing this taste.
yeah. I don't
That's
know.
great.
I'd hope I'm not gonna go buy tequila, but
No.
I hope they would, you know, at least send you some or something and say,
Yeah.
here's a little sampler because,
But at the end of the day, I mean, and I think you'd said you saw that press release for this, I mean, or whatever it was, literally today. So this
well,
was
they released it in the past week, I think,
okay.
is what they did, and they've got signups right now where like
Yeah.
the first 1,000 people that sign up actually get 2 NFTs.
Oh,
So now you're doubling your chances to there's other things they mention
mhm.
on there, like an autographed guitar,
Oh,
and so they're actually tying some physical
so
items with
these
these
two
NFTs.
well-known guys, they've got a brand together, they got a product together, and so they're wanting to build an audience for. I have no idea how popular this tequila brand is, of course, but they're trying to build a loyalty program. So this is what they put out there for probably these younger generations to
Yep.
pull in these people so they can start capturing information and build their brand up and make it cool and trendy. So I get it. This is what brands are doing now.
Yeah. And so, they can start advertising this. They're like I said, they're not charging anything for it.
Yeah.
They're almost running it at first as a contest,
Hmm.
right? Where you just sign up, you get a couple entries into this contest. I could possibly win a signed guitar, or
Wow.
actually, I think you can either
That'd be cool.
get a taste test with Sammy Hagar, and then there's a
Mhm.
separate one, a taste test with Guy Fieri.
Yeah.
So you can hope for either one of those. And then they just say going forward, they're going to continue to build out this
Right.
loyalty program. And
Excellent.
so everyone from this point forward that signs up for this now has an
Mhm.
NFT that's verifiable
Right.
to their wallet address. And just like Starbucks, they're just building on it. They're
Yeah.
just saying, hey, where's the starting point? Let's just give everyone an NFT, and let's just say, okay, everyone that has an NFT has this opportunity now to uh, you know win these items.
Hmm.
And then what's the next phase? Okay, maybe next phase is discounts, maybe next phase is more contests.
Right.
Same thing with Starbucks, where they've gamified it a lot.
Yeah.
They're actually making you go through this process of collecting things. So I think it was 2 months ago, actually, they rewarded all of these Odyssey users 30 days of free coffee.
Yeah.
So now they're starting to reap those rewards of being in that loyalty program.
Right. And yeah, to your Reddit point earlier, that's calls these digital collectibles. I mean, since this is kind of like the past to this, I could literally, most likely, people are buying some of this, or buying, and they're not buying in this case, but they're probably, I'm assuming they're able to capable of taking this and then selling it to the next person, saying, "Oh yeah, I'm not really interested in what Sammy Hagar's got, but I know my buddy over here is huge into Sammy Hagar. I'm going to hand this digital collectible, this NFT, off to him, and then he can be part of this program going
That's
forward."
right. Yeah, and that gets into that gamification side of things, and
Sure.
like the Starbucks one, they only have a limited release of so many stamps, so now that one has more value, and you're actually trying to collect those stamps so you can
Right.
be entered into a trip out to the Starbucks coffee farm, you know, or that gets into that ability
Yeah.
to
Sure.
you know, say, hey, you know what, I've used this to my liking. I'm done with this loyalty program.
Hmm.
Now that maybe it has value, like you said, you can resell it.
Right.
There's nothing that, you know, stops you from listing that on a marketplace. And, you know, a
Mhm.
lot of the Starbucks items right now, you know, they run a market.
Yeah.
Starbucks Odyssey Market. They've got things, I'm looking at it now. There's some they bought for 25 bucks and
Wow.
someone's selling you know, one for 113.
Wow.
You know,
There you go.
so apparently that one has a little bit more value. And there's some here that uh you know, are a lot more limited in their edition size. Like they have one that only had 2,000
Yeah.
edition, and those are going for over $300.
Hmm.
And that was probably
Right.
something someone bought for $25 or was rewarded.
Right.
So that scarcity really helps kind of keep that community involved in the
Sure.
collecting
Absolutely.
process.
You're creating an experience for your, yeah, for your loyal fans. I mean, that's what this really comes down to, is that you're selling and or giving away an experience that you can hand off to somebody else, but you're creating you're creating, this is a brand new way of creating the loyalty programs. And even people like Sammy Hagar, who I would have not have dreamed of, is literally out there doing this,
That's
um,
right.
and creating, you know, attracting a younger audience into this product line. So it's brilliant,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yep. Yep. And that's it. You know, whatever you want to call them, digital collectibles,
Yeah, I like that.
stamp.
I like digital
You
collectibles.
know, I think you know, as that younger generation continues to be, you know, on
Oh,
their
sure.
phones, on their computers, you
Hmm.
know, this is their access point to these brands.
Absolutely. Yeah, I like it a
Yeah.
lot. So yeah, I mean, the point is here, for if you've got a business, you're selling a product, you're selling a service, if you can find a way, you know, if you've done loyalty programs in the past, obviously this is a new way of doing it. This is a brand new way of doing it, working with a younger audience. Yeah, I mean, older audience too as well, but obviously the youngers, this is what they're used to. They're used to buying digital goods. This is a digital good, and they're buying it to buy an experience with your brand. So,
That's
um,
right.
and it
That's
clearly
right.
works.
And it's just going to keep building. And
Oh yeah.
that's what I've always been trying to do, is stop looking at the hype that NFTs came out of and look at the
Oh sure.
technology,
Yeah,
you
you're taking
know. And
Bitcoin and all that kind of, you know, prospect. That's its own unique world. This is a different way of looking at selling a digital product that
yeah.
is highly secure, that you can pass on to somebody else.
Yeah.
Um,
And what I love about this one is that they're giving it away for free.
yeah,
This
free's
is
good.
going to generate the interest. You know, Starbucks has probably got a little bit more, you know, behind their loyalty program because they
Yeah.
launched a little bit earlier during the NFT kind of
Mhm.
craze. But you know, right now that drop we're talking about is $25, and that is a gate to enter into this loyalty program for them.
Very cool. Very cool. Neat stuff. Well,
Awesome.
we'll keep our eyes on this stuff. I mean, obviously, this is, you know, there's a lot of neat things happening in this space. I'm sure there's more, going to be way more than just this. This is the tip of the iceberg when it comes to digital collectibles, NFTs, whatever you want to call it. But this is a new way of doing business. I like it. So,
Awesome.
anything else, Ted?
No,
Good.
it's a good conversation.
Cool. Neat stuff. Yeah, I'm going to be curious to see. If it wasn't tequila, I mean, I love Sammy Hagar, I love Van Halen. If it wasn't tequila, I might would be say, yeah, I'll go sign up for that. Uh,
I signed up, and
yeah,
we'll see. You know, we'll update everyone on what we
there
get.
you
You
go.
know, I'm curious of the process. Obviously, that's my goal, is
Yeah,
to see how
we got to
these
test it.
brands are using the technology. So
Absolutely. So we'll pass
yeah,
along that information. All right. Thanks everybody for chiming in. Come join us next time. Follow us, like us, all those good tons things that you all know about on social media. So appreciate y'all joining us. Till next time. Thanks.
yeah.